Hello, and welcome to yet another State of the Collection watch review video. Today we will be reviewing the collection of Killing Time with Norman. Now, I'm actually very familiar with this channel. I've watched it quite a lot. It's probably got quite a similar taste in watches than me, old Norman has. I believe he's based in the USA or Canada, one of the two. I believe he's got a CWC. He's got a Timex Marlin. I think at some point he had both style variants of the Timex Marlin reissue. He's done up an old Mido, kind of blackface Mido quartz, but he got the new sapphire crystal. I think actually it probably wasn't sapphire original. He got the sapphire crystal. So yeah, he's got a pretty good tasting watches. He tends to record all these videos at night, which is quite unique. So the old video he records during the daytime, everyone kind of comments that, why are you not recording your video in the night? Yeah, I think, yeah, I did remember seeing, I might have seen another state of the collection he's done, but I think that was probably 2020, a previous one. And he had quite a lot of, he's got a kind of like a pretty good core collection, but it's got a lot of kind of old junkish watches. He's not got rid of. This video is in two parts. So the sooner we get started, the sooner we can finish. So let's play.
I am Norman. It is that time of the year again, State of the Collection season. And this video is going to be no small undertaking because I'm going to share with you every single watch I own. Well, there are a couple watches that I've never ever worn, like the Ericsson. Those I'm not going to share. But
I mean, straight away there. He's broken a bit of one of my rules of having watches in your collection you don't wear. So any watch in your collection you don't wear really should be got rid of. Okay, to carry on.
everything that's on my shelf and in my watch box, I'm going to show to you tonight. So we better dive right into it.
Quite a nice intro, this actually. A nice bit of Acatron Smiths. I don't like the Smiths so much, but it's okay. I think Juggins. I think he's recently got a Longines. Not. He's only had a Hamilton as well. Okay, let's.
Watch nerd, and I still have it. Works.
Okay, it's just.
Reminded me of a deep sea
So he's got
diving helmet, and at that time I was a bit obsessed with
Oh,
that.
Invicta. Oh no, that's
But
horrible.
It works great for Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
It is
I think he's aware of how bad it
insanely
is.
hilariously
That
huge.
would go straight out
Next
of
up
any
is
collection.
one of my two smart watches. This one is super old.
No.
And I love how sci-fi it looks. And as you can see,
I don't think that even works, is it?
My other
That should be sold or get rid of. This is a Fitbit.
Well, this is sort of a smart-ish
Very
watch.
early Fitbit, actually.
Cool
I never knew they were so big to begin with. The Fitbits now are really kind of slim.
Update.
Okay, so
nicely got watches that
this is
straight out of the future, and this is one of them.
Okay, that's nice. Actually, that's quite unique.
Because it eats through batteries super fast.
Kind of like a see-through display case. Must be like a LED, LCD display.
Shows up right in the middle of this.
Be quite interesting to see that work, actually.
Super hard to read, but actually really fun.
Yeah.
It has a butterfly. Is that?
I don't think any of these watches would be collection material yet.
I liked it so much that I decided to get the black variant.
Oh yes.
This plastic here is a smoky gray.
I don't know what make this is.
I really didn't like it nearly as much as the green, so I never really wore it.
I don't know what that is.
Again,
it's like a disc.
It's like it's some of these, so I
yeah, it's displays of times on discs. Don't we like that though?
And here's the green variant.
Oh, it's got two of them, so I don't like that either, obviously. Oh, okay. He's got one of these kind of binary LED lights watches. Get them quite cheap on eBay. I think about £5-10. But no, sorry, don't like that at all. I think he's aware that all these watches really should be out of the collection and out of his life. To be honest, sorry, Norman. I know. This is a
human size.
Oh, that's a Nixon. So Nixon. Okay, we need to talk about Nixon. As a general rule, fashion watches are to be avoided, of course, as we all know, fashion watches can be cheap. The notable exception to that rule, I would say, is Nixon. Now, I actually have owned a Nixon. I had a Nixon Bullet watch, black dial, and it was a fantastic watch. I remember the little intricacies on the dial, and it was very reliable. It was quartz, and I believe it's actually a lady's watch, but it was 40mm across, but I think it has a 16mm strap, strangely enough. But really like that watch until I lost it. So yeah, and Nixon also really come out with some really unusual designs. So Nixon have got they got an e-ink surf dive watch at the moment. Very interesting. And if you look at Nixon website, they really do have some interesting models, very unique, specifically to them. And they copy. There's a few models they may copy, but on the whole, their designs are totally unique. And I know it could be classified as fashion watches, and a lot of their watches are in the cheap range, but some actually do top. Can even be up to 1,000. Some of their watches. So yeah, I really like Nixon. I've got a lot of respect for that brand. Also, even more so, having owned a Nixon Bullet, it was a fantastic watch. It really was. So sad I lost that. Even tried to replace it, about 200, £300 to replace it. So I never got around to replacing it. But Nixon, yeah. So this Nixon here, that's probably not my favourite Nixon. It's very unique. I don't think that belongs in the collection, though. Sorry.
Arc Inc. Purchased.
Another famous Nixon, actually, what it's in my memory, is a Nixon Rotolog. Really interesting. So believe it's a mechanical watch, but it's got displayed and like numerical dialed watches. So it's not a hands and seconds. It's printed numbers, but all on dials. The Nixon Rotolog, very interesting watch and design. Okay.
The men's version of it.
So no,
Favorite.
sorry, this is
This
a.
watch is so cool. Look at that green.
What is this?
It totally reminds me of Robotech. I could see a character in Robotech wearing this.
No, I don't know what make that is,
I love it.
but I don't like it. Sorry. Also, it seems
cool.
a lot of that last one seem to have LCD screen bleed, or it might be the way it's filmed. But
next up, we have a great watch that I bought from a friend of mine for cheap. It's a quartz chronograph.
Okay, so actually it's okay. It's a Bulova quartz chronograph. That actually is okay. That actually, yeah, that's probably a contender to be in the watch collection. Yeah, Bulova quartz chronograph. It's actually quite unique, isn't it? Okay, let's carry on.
Bulova.
I'll have a quick look at that.
And it's a nice vintage size too. I don't wear this one a ton, I think, because it's so thick. But it looks wrist.
Yeah, I like that. I do like that. That's
Next
okay.
up, we have the Lightronics.
I don't know if that's an old one or a new one.
In it because it will burn through time.
No, I mean, the thing is, if it's not got batteries in it, it's not working. No, and also, I think if you really do want an LED watch, the one to go for will be the new Hamilton. Well, I'm saying new. I think it was released a couple of years ago. There's a Hamilton LED watch. It's also actually LCD display as well. Very interesting. This it's quite a unique design, but no, I don't think it belongs. So the only one we've seen so far that belongs with that Bulova quartz chronograph. So this is the only one that's so far.
Second-hand store site, school caliper view.
I don't know what this is. Might go back just to see if he's got a name of it. Hang on.
And the last of the sci-fi watches that I ever bought is the caliper view.
So I don't know why he lumped up the Bulova quartz chronograph in the sci-fi watches, because that's not a sci-fi watch particularly.
I like the hint
no,
of orange.
I don't like that. It's got to be said.
So digest watch.
It's kind of displaying a movement, that last watch, but it's not actually a great movement to display, which can be another thing with case backs on watches, open case backs on watches, and they show a movement like a Seiko NH35 movement, and it's not actually their best movement to display. I think if you're going to have a case back or going to have a skeleton watch, it's got to show actually a nice movement.
Watch.
This is some gold sovereign-y Moved it around too much for me to
It's
see
kind of
it,
cool.
mate.
Small.
Oh, that's a Is that a Whitner?
And it is the only gold tone watch.
I mean, Whitner is. I think they had some association with longines, didn't they, Whitner? But that looks
That
too
I
modern
own,
to be a
actually.
Whitner. Oh. In any case, I don't really like it.
I think it had one piece by Project's Watches
Oh yeah, I've seen this before.
that
I
I
remember
bought
seeing this.
somewhat recently.
That's actually quite
And it has
nice.
a sapphire
I do actually
crystal.
quite like that, to be honest,
It's
if
kind
I'm
of thick, but
honest.
I like
Really unique.
the smaller case size.
Yeah, I like that.
And it's just super fun and
But I
artsy.
don't think it's an interesting piece, but I don't really think it's serious enough to be in a watch collection for a man. Maybe, teenager or something. Or yeah, teenager, but no. Or younger, like early 20s, if you're that age. But that's very unique. I do like it, but so far only the pullover makes it. The quartz kind of makes it so far.
Classic becoming a watch enthusiast.
Oh yeah, that's a classic. I've got one of those myself, which is currently lost. I wore that actually quite a lot. Um, I don't think it's good enough though to be in a watch collection. Sorry, in a serious watch collection. Um, that's a classic Casio, probably one of my favourite actually Casios. That better than the more recent data bank. This really is the original, and really do like that Casio calculator. Even the buttons are actually usable on that watch. So, but no, sorry, it's not really serious enough to be in a collection.
This one I got from A1 to Kung
Oh,
Fu.
So yeah, F91W again. No, sorry,
Decided
don't like that in that. This is another Casio. No, I mean it's got too many Casios, but
This
okay.
was totally wearing his when I discovered it. And I find normal bracelet.
No, because we've got
Bases.
no. It's actually
You
that.
can
It's not
actually
too bad,
read
is it? Really, as a
old Russian
Casio.
watches
This is
that either I don't really care for, like this one.
actually not too bad. I just saying he doesn't care for it.
It just
Oh yeah, is it a Vostok?
doesn't look
Can't.
great.
Oh yeah, actually quite nice. Bit worn. Yeah, not high quality, is it? So
I
no.
like the case and the printer, but the seconds hand is
This I don't know
loose. It
what
kind of
this
flops
is.
around a bit.
Might go back to how he introduces this
It
next one.
love, but the seconds hand is loose.
Oh,
The cushion cover, like someone just printed it
okay.
on a printer and stuck it in there.
Yeah.
And the cushion case, which I actually really love, but the seconds hand is
What
loose. It kind of flops around
is
a
this?
bit.
Is this a Vostok as well? Is it?
So I need to get it serviced.
Okay, so that was part one. So those two Russian watches not really high quality enough to be in a collection. Plus, they don't work. So I think the only one we're going to remember from that part one is going to be the Bulova quartz. So let's go to part two of the collection. Okay, and it's going to be embarrassing now. I can't find it. Ah man. Okay, where is part two, mates? No, it's 2 months ago, isn't it? So let's go up here. Have I passed it? Okay, I'm gonna have to pause this when I find it. Okay, so we're back. Right, this is part two of the complete state of the collection with Killing Times with Norman. I actually found the video, so let's get straight into it. Let's get the intro.
Some pieces that I've found on eBay, which has great
Okay.
the doctor's
Yes, I remember this. This is this is a Peugeot. Not actually related to the car brand at all. Peugeot kind of it's quite cheaper end watches. This is, I think, a copy of a early Doctor's watch. Actually, it's quite nice, but Peugeot not a great brand. Hasn't really got the highest quality. Don't really like that. Sorry.
something's in
So that
it,
wouldn't be
but
in the collection.
just looks nice and classy.
Okay,
Super cheap too.
let's gonna pause this for one
And
second.
we have
Actually, hang
my
on.
super affordable Seiko quartzes.
Don't yeah. Okay, so
Kind of chintzy,
yeah,
but
don't really like that Seiko either. It's
these are
nice and
like
thin,
$20.
but it's just the
So I
name.
bought all the
This is
color minis.
another
There's
Seiko
the white
quartz.
one,
No, can't say I
and
like
they
that
look great though.
either. Sorry.
And my favorite of these
What's
is
this?
the black dial
Yes,
variant.
that's better. I can totally understand
I
why he likes the black
mean,
dial the
just look at
best, but that's not a Seiko's best model, and I don't really like that. I do believe he's got a better square watches than that. So again, the only one we like so far still is the pullover quartz from the first video.
watches. We have my
This
Pavada, which is the most recent purchase.
that's no, it's a Russian watch brand, I believe. Don't really like it. Don't like the shape of it so much, and it's not really a well-known brand. Don't like the style of it. No, so that's not a no for that one. Sorry.
I love these paliots. They're so gorgeous. Look at that foot.
Oh yeah, that's a that's poly. That's okay. But then again, you've got the Timex Marlin reissue. I don't know what's doing up there. Let's just close that. You've got the Timex Marlin reissue, which is pretty similar to that. I'm not sure the case width of that, and it's polyot. No, I don't. No, sorry, it doesn't earn a place in the
Oh,
collection
so
for
much fun.
me.
Really cool. Dial's kind of like
It's actually
this
quite
with
nice, but
edges.
no, polyot. I do like the way he has affordable watches, and that's actually better than
And I
Black
still
Dial.
love it. That case shape, the
Yeah, I just
thin
don't
neck.
like
Can't
that
stop myself.
name.
If
It's
you
not a
wore
well-known
quartz
brand,
watches to go
Polyot.
with
I
your
mean, people would probably argue that's a very famous Russian Polyot, but it's just not quite. It hasn't got that X factor, is it? Okay, so let's
before we
carry on.
get into this, I would like to polish this crystal and get a battery for
Oh, here's a swatch. It's all not working, so that's not good. That's a sign having a non-working watch. Swatch? No, I don't like that.
it.
Sorry.
Black dot high school. It's off. Pop the
It's
wear it
probably
on
got
the
sentimental value, but
with the
that's just a
translucent.
go. Let's go to
I have
that
a
black.
couple.
Oh,
This
hang
one's
on.
a bit large for me now,
That
but
black swatch. Yeah. Now that's a possibility in the collection, isn't it? That black swatch. Let's make a note of that. So carry on. Wrong window. Oh man. Okay. It's not. No, it's not. Seems to be playing. That's it.
great.
Right.
I have a couple other new gen swatches. As you can tell, I love the translucent case.
Yeah, I like the translucent case. I don't particularly like that model though. I like the. I've got a Swatch. Used to have a Swatch skin. I gave it away. Swatch skin skeleton. That was lovely. But this I'm not liking so much
And
because it's actually got that outer dial, so it's not purely.
there's
No, I
this guy,
prefer that
the
black
gents
dial
middle school.
Swatch.
I mean, fun. Jizz, a
Oh,
swatch
oh,
I
there's another one.
inherited.
Anyway, you
And
can only
what's
have
kind of cool
one
is this
Swatch in the
pattern
collection, so that's what.
changes every day.
No, that's
So inherited this.
a bit hard to read, isn't it? It's got
This
black
lantern's
hands
really
on black.
cool. And I just bought the.
That's.
I
Let's go
also
back. See that?
inherited this.
Oh yeah, it's like a Shagler Cook memo box with that hand there, but no,
Tron.
don't like that.
This is one of
Okay,
the three
no, that
Jacqueline.
swatch is
Reminds me
no.
of Tron with that
That's
white ring
nice,
in
not too.
there.
That's actually the better skeleton one he's got, but the black dial's
Like all the
still.
old school ones.
That's actually quite nice. Still prefer that
A bit
black dial
taller.
over that.
And look, absolute favorite
Look at this.
swatch, but sad.
Yeah, because this is a nice watch, but it's actually discolored. I think that I'm not sure what the original color was meant to be on that outer kind of case of the watch, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't that discoloration.
This one in a
So
diamond
don't really like that so
ribbed. You
much.
should see Fletcher Movado
Oh
Museum.
yeah, this. Oh, Movado, not Mido. Yeah, this is a lovely watch. Yeah, I think this is the watch he's worked on,
Love the mirrored dial.
and he's actually kind of yeah, it's done that up very nicely. It's got the really nice shiny dial. I really like the kind of diamond. I don't know, that's diamond there. So the Movado black dial. Yeah, that's definitely a keeper in his collection. So
In there.
let's carry on with that.
This is a looks kind of why I like
Yeah,
it.
that's very nice.
Love and walked up
I can
against
see why I likes
somebody.
that.
Oh, it's just
This is
look.
a.
Just recently did we
I
have
can't read what it is when it's. This is the problem with filming at night.
And
It's dark.
lastly, we have the Ricoh.
Okay, that's actually okay.
I just recently did a review of this. This watch is just gorgeous looking. It was
Yep,
not
I like
cheap,
that.
but I'm
Do
glad
like
that I
that.
bought it.
I think that deserves a place in
And that is why.
my choice of collection.
Yeah, that is super cool.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. Okay, so what's he got now
It's
is
just so. First up is the D1 Milano. It's just
it
so
just
thin and so large. I rarely wear it.
yeah, okay. Being too big and too large would be one thing. Also, it's a copy of, is it Royal Oak? Old was PK Royal Oak. The brand is not really well known. Well, you could argue not Ricoh isn't, but Ricoh's actually is. I think it's a Swiss brand, isn't it? But no, that
As a
doesn't
whole,
really.
makes it into the core collection.
This is the Hamilton khaki field mechanical. I don't believe this is water resistant. That is a problem. Well, nor is it CWC, is it? But I think he's got that, and he's also got a CWC. So I would, being obviously English, I would choose the CWC over the Hamilton. But let's just keep that. Let's
Just
park that Hamilton.
and the Dolce Vita.
Oh yeah, longings. Oh yeah, that's. I think actually he's actually since got rid of that. He might have got rid of that watch, and he's replaced it with a. Yeah, he's replaced it with a Hamilton, I believe. That longings. So yeah, this is actually quite a nice watch. I mean, it's actually quite expensive for a tank. You'd probably think you should go for the, if you're spending that much amount of money, you could actually probably afford the real thing, a Cartier. But definitely, that's definitely a keeper in the collection, 100%. Yeah, okay, let's carry on with that.
And the blued hands. Amazing. Except for that date window. And
It's a
look at it
keeper.
on the wrist. But this has some competition. So the Timex and those
Okay, so
crystals
it's got
are
the Timex Marlin silver dial. Yeah,
absolutely
really like that actually.
insane.
Very nice.
It's so cool
I
because you
much
buy
prefer that silver dial. I think he possibly has got another one.
these new, and
Um,
it's just like buying a vintage
yeah,
watch.
absolute classic that is.
I love the flying saucer shaped case and the
Yeah,
vintage
I do like that.
proportions to them. And look at that font and dial. I
Yeah.
love the Marlin reissue so much. I got
Okay,
the
so he's
black
got
dial
a
variant.
Timex Marlin also in black. It's going to be blocking this video, isn't it now? It's got a Timex Marlin also in black. I was going to say for him to keep the black, dial face and get rid of the other silver dial Marlin, but kind of suiting the kind of black knight nature of his collection and his personality. But I think he's already got enough black dial watches. I think the Timex silver dial, I think, is going to be the one for him to round out the collection, so it's not all black dials.
So
Okay,
cool. They're
so
pretty
let's go forward a bit.
absolutely gorgeous.
This is a Stover. German, obviously, watch, very nice. That actually is not a typical Stover. Obviously, Stover's probably widely known, along with the other brand Laco, for producing Flieger, German Flieger watches. Um, that is actually, that's a high quality piece. I do like that piece. I'm assuming it's automatic hand wind, I would imagine.
Gorgeous. I love the font on that dial. And look at the blued hands and how long they are.
Second hand's not
So
actually
crazy.
moving, so. Oh yes, that's okay.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, very nice movement. Yep. Yep.
And
That
this
gets my thumbs up
doubloonist
for the
strap that I
collection.
bought for it,
So make a note of that
absolute
one.
defeat. Oh.
Okay,
Next
next
up
we've
is a
got
big
a
time Bauhaus
Nomos.
heavy
Yeah, black
hitter,
dial. Very
Nomos.
nice. Very nice. And that it particularly nice in that
Oh,
black dial. Very nice
this
mid piece.
watch is
I mean,
just
it's
sheer
actually
perfection.
quite an interesting watch that because it's actually got quite a simple face, but in fact it just works. Really hard to explain why. Really, probably the elegance of the hands, the high quality of it. It's quite an affordable. I mean, in terms of Swiss watches, that's quite an affordable piece, depending on your budget, of course. But for what you get for the money, that's actually quite a good value, I would say. Okay, so let's carry on.
100%. This is a shorter one than what it shipped on.
Okay, next.
Which is
Of course, we've got the Cwc G10. This is this the
the
GS
perfect
Sapphire?
tool.
Yeah, that's a. Oh, okay. So that actually is a Cwc G10 Sapphire. You can tell by the length of the crown. So that's actually 200 meters water resistance. So it's got this, and it's got the Hamilton um, mechanical. So I mean, I'm assuming that Hamilton is mechanical. It might be quartz. I'm assuming it's mechanical, which definitely is not water resistant. So I was going to say, okay, CWC is probably the UK choice of field watch. Hamilton could be the USA, Canadian choice of field watch. But considering that's a sapphire with sapphire crystal, the 200-meter water resistance, and it's brand new, I believe he ordered that from Silverman's, the same as I ordered mine. I think that is the choice of field watch for his collection, not the Hamilton. Okay.
Watch. And it has decent water resistance too. How much I think of it. We have the space view. Trigger on one of these.
Oh yes, Belova Acrotron Space View, absolute classic. Really lucky to get that. Quite sought after watch. I'm not sure if that's the original. So a lot of Space Views were actually normal watches with dials. When the Space View came out, it was just an advertising feature to show off the inside of a watch. It actually became a real watch. So a lot of those Space Views are actually Accutrons with the dial taken out and there's a sticker put on. So whether that's the original Space View designed to be a Space View from the start of production, or it was a Space View converted Space View, the dial taken out to display, probably looks original. Probably is a way to tell. I don't quite know. Anyway, that's a nice watch. Obviously, he's got the Belova in the part one video. He had a Belova um, quartz chronograph. It was nice, but obviously not being allowed two Belovas in the collection. Obviously, one maker per collection. This would supersede the previous Belova quartz chronograph. So this is the Belova we would choose in the collection. Very nice, yeah. Yeah, very nice. Okay.
Kind of adds to the Sotc.
Yeah, Sotc. I'd not heard of this make of dive watch. Now he's only got one dive watch though, I believe. This is only dive watch. So we'll have to park that one. I don't know the name, but he's only got. Yeah, we're going to park that dive watch.
It really gives it a looking dial.
Actually, it's quite a nice style of it.
Everest.
Smith, don't like that. I've got to say, it's trying too much to be an explorer, and it's not an original model. I mean, okay, they're saying that the Smith's watch went to Everest, Mount Everest, along with the Rolex Explorer, which was the claim to fame of the Rolex Explorer. Actually, it wasn't the Rolex Explorer that went to Everest. It was another model of Rolex, but the Smiths, I'm not even sure the model of Smiths looked like that. They just changed that model to look like a Explorer. So I know I don't like it. There's something not quite right about it. It's like a cheap version of an Explorer. I think he's got another Smiths coming up. That's Smiths military.
Such a beautiful field watch.
I think the Smiths had a World War II military watch. Believe so. Could be wrong with that, but you know, he's got the CWC already, which is much more of an authentic copy of an issued watch than that. So I would prefer the CWC over that.
So it's on
this,
and we have the Max.
Oh yeah,
this and one other piece that I own.
Yeah, Jungham's Max Bill, very nice. Yeah, he's got obviously gone for the black dial there, but yeah, do like that. Very nice. This video's getting very long. Sorry. Okay, yes, I think this might be the last bit in his collection. Is it? Right, that's.
Look.
Very
I've
nice. Yeah,
watched
like that.
wrapped up this review. The link to it is... So there you have it, the
Okay, I
complete...
think he also said that he's got a pole router as well, but he didn't show that, so we will not include that in the collection. So let's just get a. So what do we keep? So as we know, we like a nice smaller watch collection. So he'd have to trim a lot of his collection. So let's have a little look here. So here's what I would do with his collection. These are 11 watches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we've got to really get this down to a 10-piece collection. I think the thing to get rid of would be the black swatch. So here is his collection. The Belova Accutron. I might have spelled that wrong. Yes, that's absolutely classic. The Movado Black Dial he's done the work on, very nice. That Rico Black Quartz, really like that, kind of slim, quite unique. The Longines Dolce Vita tank, keep that. Although I know for a fact he's actually replaced that with a Hamilton since, but with what we're shown here, I think we're judging. So that would be definitely a keeper. Longines, the Timex Marlin silver dial, so it's not got too many kind of black dial watches. The Stover, yeah, it's a classic. The Keep, the Nomos, the CWC G10 Sapphire, definitely keep that. 200-meter ultra distance sapphire glass, beats out the Hamilton. That's unknown make. I can't remember, ceramic. I can't remember what he said now. This dive watch, not in it's quite a nice dive watch, and I like the style of it. But also, he's got no other dive watches or waterproof watches in this collection. Actually, apart from the Cwc G10. But yeah, I think it needs a dive style watch, this collection, so that I'll keep that, even though it's not I'm not quite sure of that make, but we're keeping it. And of course, a Janglan's Max Bill. So this is a nice 10-piece collection. So this is the Killing Time with Norman review. So yes, yeah, very good channel. Definitely recommend. It's horrendously undersubscribed, this channel. He does a lot of videos, a lot of detail, a lot of reviews, and it's got not enough subscribers. So if you interested in watches, I would recommend this channel a lot. Specifically, he's got quite a different taste. It's not diver after diver. He's got a unique taste in watches, quite similar to my own taste, and definitely recommend. He comes out with some pretty unusual watches, like that Peugeot, for example. I mean, if you're in a budget collection, that nice Peugeot Square kind of doctor's watch, that'd be fantastic if you've got a limited budget. So yeah, definitely recommend this channel. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.